To begin making a square knot, you're going to need 4 cords, keeping in mind that your outside cords are going to be your working cords, whereas your 2 center cords are going to be your filler cords. Pick up all 4 cords, holding the 2 center cords together. You want to take your left working cord across the 2 filler cords. Take your cord on the right, that working cord, the red one. You're going to take it under the white cord, behind your 2 filler cords, and then you're going to pull it up and through. That'll give you the first part of your square knot. So you just give it a little tug. And put it into place where you want to start your square knots. You can start them all the way up. You can start them with a little bit of a gap. You just get your square knot where you want it with your first set of knot. To finish your square knot, you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to do it backwards. So you're going to take your right working cord over, take your left working cord over your white, under the 2 filler cords, and up through your white working cord. So you're doing the exact same thing, just doing it backwards. Giving it a little tug. You're going to put it into place. And that is 1 square knot. This is a left square knot. By that, I mean this right here, this red piece, is called the head of the knot. So the head is on the left. So we're going to try that again. Pick up your 2 cords in the center. You're going to take the white over, the red, over, down, behind, and up through. Give it a little tighten. And then we're going to finish that off by doing it backwards, taking the right over, red down, under, and then up through, and then give it a little tug. And that is your second square knot. Like I said before, these are the heads, and the heads are on the left. So if you would want the head on the right hand side of your square knot, we would just do this in reverse. So to do it in reverse, you just start off with the cord on the right, take it over, take your white cord behind, and bring it up through. You're doing your square knot, you're just doing it backwards. So you're starting with your cord on the right, and then taking the one from the left, bring it over, go behind, and then up and through. Give it a little tug. And now your head or your square knot is on the right hand side. So we can do that again. You're just doing the square knot but backwards. So you start with your red on the right, and then bring it across the left, going over, behind, up, and pull. So you can see how it made a difference where the red is on the outside of our left square knot and the white is on the outside of our right square knot. So that is your left square knot and your right square knot. Next, we're going to be making alternating square knots. An alternating square knot, you need to start off with a horizontal row of square knots. So once you've gotten how to make a square knot down, make several square knots. And now you're going to combine those square knots together, which will create more of a net. So you're going to take 2 of the inside cords here and 2 of the inside cords here. So of your 2 square knots, your 2 outside cords are not being used right now, just your inner cords. And with these inner cords, the one on the right and the one on the left are going to become your working cords, and the 2 in the center will remain your filler cords. You're just going to continue this by making a square knot. You want it to be a little tight, but not too tight, so don't pull it too snug. And then finish off your square knot. That is how you make an alternating square knot. You're turning 2 into 1. So we'll just do that again. So you have 2 square knots here. We already used the 2 cords on the left. So now we're going to use the 2 cords from the right. Take the 2 cords here out of the equation. You want the 2 cords here from the inside. Again, these 2 are your filler cords. These 2 are your working cords. So you're going to take your working cords and make a square knot. And then finish off your square knot by doing the exact same thing but backwards. And there you have it. If you wanted to continue this pattern with macrame, there's many different options that you can use. We could bring these 2 here together and then make it more of a V shape. So you just continue on using that alternating square knot. So you have your 2 fillers. Use your working cord. Over, under, and up through. And then bring it back over, go under, up, and through. And this gives you your alternating square knot. Okay, so a spiral square knot is simply doing the first part of the square knot over and over again. You don't do the second part. So you have your working cords on the outside, your filler cords on the inside. You take your left over, bring it up, and bring it through. That is the first section or the first part of a square knot. If you want to make it a spiral square knot, you just continue to do the same thing. So instead of bringing the right back over the left, we're going to bring the left back over the right, bring it up and through, and then tighten it up. And you'll see that it starts to twist a little. The more you do it, the more it'll twist. So left, go over, under, behind, and through. Give it a little tug. left, over, behind, and up through. Give it a little tug. It's going to start twisting on you, so you have to be prepared to turn your project a little as you're working. We're going to go left over right again. Left, over, up and through. And this is going to almost flip our design upside down, so we're just going to flip those around. Give it that tug. And then you just keep that pattern going, and it'll continue to spiral it. Our next knot is going to be a switch knot. To make a switch knot, all you have to do is swap your working and your filler cords each time a new knot is tied. So we're going to start with a square knot, pick up your cords. You're going to switch your working cords with your filler cords. So turn them inside out. Like this. And then you're going to make your square knot. Taking left over right, down under, up and through, and pull. This is going to give you a little bit of a twist in your knot. And then you just finish off your square knot like you normally would. And that is called a switch knot. So again, you're going to take your outside cords, your working cords, turn them into filler cords, and then make your square knot. And this will give you that little bit of a crisscross in the center between square knots. Okay, so to go over what we just did, we did a left square knot, a right square knot, alternating square knots, a spiral square knot, and switch knots made out of square knots. So that's 4 different types of square knots you can use in your designs when you're making your macrame.